Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Unfiltered Tea. Holy, what a week! What a week! We are going to go over a few things. Before I roll the intro, I am remembering Mandy. Mandy, take note when you see this. I'm remembering at the beginning. If you like this, if you enjoy it, do all the YouTubey things, do all the likey, subscribey things, tell YouTube that you like it. And if you like how I'm doing the show tonight, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Wow, that was a terrible sentence. Has it been a long day? Mm-hmm. It has. It has. Am I recording live? Yes, I am. Am I looking at my little bunny to see? See, just in case you missed it, when I do shows on my own, this here, this little guy here, this is what I see when I'm looking at you guys. So I to me it brings me joy. Little silly things like that bring me joy. So we have a bit to cover tonight, and let's just roll the intro and get into it. Let's go. Hello and welcome to the Unfiltered Tea, a show where we say all the things you wish the newscasters said, unscripted and unfiltered. We talk about news, politics, and entertainment, so pull up your soapbox, pour yourself a cuppa, and let's go. Let's go. It has been a week in news. So we're going to cover a couple of things cuz I think the last time we talked was before the big news broke in politics. Do I talk about politics here? Yeah. Are you going to hear a lot more about that coming up? You betcha. So this is time for your regular reminder to be kind and be respectful because we can share some differences of opinion. We can also, dive into the snark tank if we need to. So we can share differences of opinion, we can be kind, we can be respectful, and you know, let's stick with that. So while we're here, cheers to the shady queen that is our current president. And I mean, yeah, I said that he should have been a one-term president. He should have just come into office and been like, I'm only doing one term. I'm going to be in, I'm going to be out. We knew he wasn't going to do that. But then he pulled. Now, I always refer to Biden as a shady queen because he can be. I'm not sure he's aware of the level of shade, but maybe he absolutely is. Anyway, he managed to the RNC, they had their convention, they had their talking points. Oh, itchy nose, sorry. Everything was going along, and then good old Joe comes right along and pulls the rug out from underneath him and completely overtook the narrative, which we needed because nobody was talking about anything that needed to be talking about. Will we circle back to that? Probably. Are we going to be talking about that tonight? No. Why? Because I would like my moment of joy, please. And my moment of joy as a middle-aged woman is that we actually we have a presumptive nominee now. I can say that now because boy did Ms. Harris get to work securing those delegates. As of the recording of this show, she has officially secured the number of delegates that she needs to secure to be able to receive the nomination. So I can comfortably say that she is the presumptive nominee of the Democratic Party. So we're already, the VP vetting list has dropped and stuff like that. So we'll get into that a little bit later. Is it all white dudes? Yeah, but we also knew that was going to happen. So, what have you. But I will say the timing of all of this was pretty spectacular because everybody had been talking about just a few things revolving Trump, his incident, the things around that. That's what the conversation was. And now we're talking about something entirely different, which I love. Now, I have a few quibbles with some of the mainstream media things. First of all, mainstream media, come here, come here. Mainstream, I got words for you. Stop asking if she can do the job. She's been doing more than you think she's been doing for the last 4 years anyway. We know this. This is not a surprise. It's a dumb question. Don't ask it. And you wouldn't ask it of most men. Some men, yes. Most men, no. So stop asking the question. It's a dumb question. Ask about policies. Are there policies that we agree with? Are there policies we disagree with? At this point, ask me how much I care. You know why? Because she is pragmatic enough and listens to the constituency enough that will I have disagreements with her? Absolutely. Um, is it really going to matter in the long run? My disagreements? No. No. Mm-mm. I think. And then the other thing that has come up that I want to address has been well, if Hillary Clinton couldn't win, how can Kamala Harris? They aren't the same people and they don't have the same history. And let me tell you right now, Hillary had a lot of problems that Ms. Harris does not have. Harris has other problems. Clinton had her own problems. What I see when I'm looking online and I'm hearing the conversations and the tone of the conversations, Harris has something that Clinton never did, which is that announcement energized the base on an impressive level. I knew she had it, but to see it in action is really kind of spectacular. So, yeah, isn't it awesome? I love that. I love that. I'm very excited. And I want to see the debate. I want to see Harris debate Trump. I want to see it. I want to see it. First of all, the American people, I think, deserve that debate. Do I think Trump is going to try and avoid it for whatever reason? Yeah, yeah, of course he is. What? Of course he is. He doesn't want to go against her because the amount that woman does not get flustered in situations where he's used to getting somebody flustered, I I would pay money. I would actually pay money to watch that debate, except it's not going to be a debate. No, wait. You know what I would love to see? Truly love. Can I put a petition out to the internet? Can I file a motion with the internet, please? Can we have RuPaul moderate the debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump with real-time fact checking? Because that I would love to see. I would love to see that. Take my money. Take my money. I want to see that. So that is the big news. And the news is politics at the moment. So we're going to do news and politics, but since the news is politics, I think what I'm just going to do right now is I'm going to swoop and then we're going to have a little chat about some entertainment stuff, although the entertainment is also tied in, but we're gonna swoop anyway because it makes my brain happy when I try and give you timestamps. So in entertainment, last week tonight came back. I love Last Week Tonight. But we have to have a little chat about um John Oliver's vacation timing because every time that show goes off the air, I don't know what we're all gonna do um if he decides to not do the show anymore. Because every single time there are a few things you can set your clock by. Emily D. Baker gets on a plane, stuff will pop off in court. John Oliver takes a vacation. I don't know what exactly will happen, but something pops off in the world. This time, John Oliver took a vacation. We had the assassination attempt, maybe kind of, there's still facts I'm wondering about, happen. Then Joe Biden decides, you know what? I'm getting tired. This is too much. Everybody's cranky with me, and the polls are looking kind of shaky. I'm going to say, you know what? I heard you. I'm passing the torch and passes it to Kamala Harris. The internet goes with excitement on that one. Okay. So that's all everybody's talking about. And then this happens on Sunday. So I'm like, okay, well, it would suck to be the writers and have to throw out everything that you did at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right before you're doing a taping of the show. And then I find out they decided to tape the show a day early. Because of course they did. Because why would they were like, well, all the news has already gone insane anyway. They're not gonna take it up a notch. Last week tonight, you're gonna have to send out a memo to the rest of us that we are gonna have to up our game when y'all are on vacation because, guys, I, yeah, I know stuff always goes crazy when this happens, but this was, I'd say, next level. But every time I think we've reached next level, a new one appears. So I'm very hesitant to say any of that. As far as other entertainment stuff, I gotta be honest, guys, I have not watched anything. I haven't caught up on The Bear. I, I've had enough time to work and hang with the dog and watch my news shows, and that's been it. So, if you have something in the entertainment world, I haven't even looked. I haven't even really looked. Um, what else did we have? I know I have other things. I know I have other things. Bear with me while I buffer. This is why I need Mandy here when she can be here. She's got life stuff. She'll be back. But she always helps when my brain does its own buffering thing. Oh, okay. So I'm going to need you to tell me if you need me to watch the Baldwin reality program when that happens, internet, because I don't want to. I don't want to give them the ratings. I frankly don't care at all about their lives. But I will. I will dive in if you'd like me to. Let me know. Let me know if you want me to. I will take a look and give you my thoughts. As for other entertainment stuff, guys, I'm out of the loop. I'm out of the loop. Y'all have to tell me what sort of things you want me watching so that we can talk about it because there's a lot coming. Um, but it's been kind of busy lately, and there's been a lot of court stuff. So, yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking, and we will take it from there. But no, the Baldwin things, I don't really want to watch it, but it's going to be, they're going to cover some of the court stuff, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on there. So, before I get too rambly, because we know this, let me swoop and move into the next things. Do I have a plan for the show? I do. I do. I'm trying. I'm also zipping through all of this. One, because I don't have my lovely partner in crime to go down all the fun rabbit holes with me. Two, because I'm not live, so I don't have chat to go down all the rabbit holes with me. And three, because my dog is, well, my dog. And so planning on that. Law things. What am I following? I did start watching the Ashley Benefield case. Um, there are a few folks that are covering that. I am not at a point where I've got a lot of thoughts on that. There are some great places to watch it. I can tell you what those places are. But that's that. Karen Reed has a brand new trial date, January 27th. So we will be following that. There are what else is going on in the Karen Reed trial? Well, there's been several jurors that are saying we were agreed on counts one and counts three. It was count two, which was lesser included, that were kind of mushy. And that's why we landed where we did. I'm dropping things. I'm dropping things. Um, so we will follow that through. We will see where that is. I'm sure there's other stuff that I do need to circle back and catch up on. But there's not much at the moment that really has captivated my attention. So, if you want my thoughts on the Benefield thing, I'm listening to it because it's what I do. I listen to these things, and that's the one that has a chat I like, and so I'm keeping an ear out. So we will pay attention to that. Um, Pardon me, you did not need that. Sorry about that. Um, so we will take a look at that. But let me know if there's a case that you find fascinating or, entertaining. I haven't busted out the snark tank bumper in quite some time. Although I think that's going to come up as we get closer and closer to the election. That snark tank bumper is going to come out. Um, but that's where we are at, and with the Benefield one, they just had opening statements today. I know nothing about the history of this. I know that the prosecution had some interesting opening arguments, but the defense also did. So, as far as backstory, I know nothing. I'm just listening to what we've got coming through. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna we got one more swoop, and then if you are not into hockey, because that we know that's the only sport I follow. If you're not in, this is your point where this is why we do timestamps. You can skip ahead to wrap up, or I can just say goodnight and do the YouTubey things. But if you are a hockey fan like me, we can have a little chit chat. So, that is coming. Well, hockey. We know I'm a Bruins fan. We know that's what we're doing. All right, Bruins fans. This is the point in the summer we all hate. We hate this point. We've been watching the team build and trade and do some stuff. There's a lot of names I need to learn. There's folks I need to do their backstory because there's a lot of players that I see them on the ice and then I'm like, oh, you. But it doesn't get into my head. But this is the point in the season that I get nervous, especially in a year like this where it seems like the Bruins top brass are doing their level best to make sure all of the fans are super concerned before we actually, you know, get into the season. They haven't signed Swayman yet, last I checked, and that was a couple hours ago. And I've got problems with that. I mean, losing Olmark was a problem in the first place, but we kind of knew that was coming. Um, he'll be back. I'm sure of that, or reasonably sure of that. But it's going to be a few years, I think, before he's back. As for Swayman, I don't know what the top brass is thinking. I don't know why they didn't sign him right out of the gate. He's one of the best in the league. He's young, he's down to earth, and he holds his own in the playoffs. And that is not something that happens all the time with goalies, okay? They signed Bussy. Bussy's great. Bussy, I've watched him down at Providence. He's awesome. And I think him and Swayman will make a great team. I am concerned, though, because for those of you who've been watching hockey for a while, remember that year where the top brass just messed with all of us and got rid of some really great players? And it took about 2 years for the team to recover. This is feeling like that. So I'm going to hold out until I see everybody playing on my judgments because I have learned that. But sports fans, hockey fans, we all hate this time of year. We all have our thoughts. This is my reminder to myself and therefore to you that we have to be patient and we have to give them some time on the ice to be able to showcase that maybe, just maybe, the top brass didn't completely jack up the team this season. I am nervous. I know we have some great players coming in. I don't agree with some of the choices in trades at all, um, especially with why folks joined the Bruins and the playing that we saw from some of them. Can some if somebody I know this is a me thing. Sweeney needs to go. He needs to go. I just I think he's got more misses than hits when building a team. And maybe it's not him. Maybe it's not him. I'm not in that room. I don't know. I just know that the top brass sometimes tries to overcorrect from not winning a cup. And I think that's what we're seeing. I think that's what we're seeing as far as the Bruins go. Now, the PWHL is in their second year, and I'm watching some of those changes, and I am liking what I am seeing. Boston gained a Minnesota player, and I'm excited about that. And I think the changes I've seen in the PWHL, I'm actually really excited about because it seems like the teams are building out in a really positive way for everybody, not just being top heavy on one team or another. Um, am I just a fan? Yes. Do I actually know the inner workings? Mm-mm. Am I a sports reporter? No. No, no, we're never going to put me and reporter in the same sentence. I pay attention to stuff, but we're no. Although this is also a good reminder, you still got time, PWHL, Nesson, all of you. Get the women a desk, please. Come on. We have a presumptive nominee of the Democratic Party who is a woman. We have a presumptive presidential nominee who happens to be female. You know what? The least we can do to celebrate women's empowerment is to get the women a goddamn proper desk. I mean, bonus points if you make it like a real desk and get them actual chairs as well. But at this point, I will. Can we make them look like the professionals that they are? That would be great. That would be great. So I'm gonna get up on that soapbox every time until they do what I ask. Every time. I'm just warning you. Every time we talk hockey and the PWHL, that's I'm gonna climb up on that soapbox. So that's your warning. Okay, this was a speed run tonight. Oh, nope, nope. Aurora swoop. I need my lovely my lovely teammate and friend, to remind me to do all of the things. This was a speed run tonight. Will I do deeper dives later? Yes, I will. Is this a little bit of an experiment? If you like the shorter, quick recap of these things, please let me know. Let me know in the comments, and let me know what sort of stories you want me to cover in these things. Let me know what you're curious about. Let me know what you want me to do deep dives on. Those things are all helpful. As is doing all of the liking, subscribing things, and basically telling the algorithm that you like what you saw. But yeah, if you like the shorter version, as well as the longer one, let me know. Let me know. Nope, buffered. I apologize. That was my brain buffering. That is my cue to say thank you for joining us this evening. It was a bit of a speed run. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be back. I am working on coming up with a proper schedule. I don't have one yet, and I have lots of life things coming up. So I will be back. Hopefully, the news cycle can take a minute and relax. It won't, but I can hope. And I will. You know where to find me. You know where to find me. I am at the Aurora H White on Threads and Insta and Twitter. I'm never gonna call it the other name because it's just no, no, I refuse. Um, Let me know if you've got a story you want me to cover. Let me know if you like this. I've said all this before. I'm gonna I'm gonna shush. I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. And we'll catch you. I'm gonna run the outro and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys. Thanks for joining us for another episode of The Unfiltered Tea. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you have a story you want our unfiltered take on, go ahead and drop it in the comments, and we will see you next